All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the positive Israel, aka the positive great millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and know truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, got an article or two I want to get into, and it's about so-called UFOs, which Lord willing they were chariots. Now, since the time we're in the last days, and when these chariots, these chariots, which are labeled as UFOs, have been making more and more appearances. Because why? We're at the end. Now, me personally, I can give a testimony that I believe I've saw chariots a few occasions not too long ago. One time was in August, and another time, I've seen stuff up there, man. And it wasn't no airplanes because, surely after you'll see an actual plane and be like, yo, that's not the same thing. But anyway, but there's been a lot of accounts within the globe where people have seen, so they call them UFOs, but they're chariots of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. Now, this particular article, a lot of these sightings have been at military bases, as the one right here. And I used the article, the thumbnail. I used the article as for what the. Oh my gosh. Damn tablet. Right? So this is from the Daily Mail. Oh yeah, so these chariots, so-called UFOs, have been sighted all throughout the globe, and they said a majority of these sightings have been in America, which is what the Babylon the Great, daughter of Babylon. Now, a lot of these sightings have been at military bases. And it makes sense that because these are going to be the things that these are going to be the people that they're going to be fighting. These are going to be the people that's going to fight against the YAHWASHI when he returns. So it makes sense that they're just checking the scene, all the people they're about to destroy. All right. So and Esau always got to come with his those read the article. They always try to make it seem they have they got an answer for everything, man. But these people in this article were saying that they've seen the things that Esau tried to say it is, and they was like, yo, that's not it, man. That's not it. But anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. So, this is the book of this is the Daily Mail, and it says the swarm of UFOs caught on video near U.S. Air Force Base by dozens of stunned onlookers. Okay, so it says an Air Force base in Indiana has become the latest hotspot for mysterious UFOs after residents spotted swarms of fast-moving glowing orbs in the skies. It says dozens of people in Kokomo, which sits just 13 miles south of Grissom Joint Air Reserve Base, reported seeing hovering, flickering lights that vanished into thin air. It says, "What is that?" shouted one local who filmed the lights. It says, "I think those are UFOs, and I really don't feel comfortable going to sleep tonight." So the person said that they think they're UFOs and they don't feel comfortable going to sleep tonight. Now, more likely, these probably were Edomites. But what that goes to show is like, look, it's not making Israel uncomfortable, especially the prophets. Okay, we bask in seeing chariots. We bask in seeing these things happen. Even bask in the judgments that come forth, whether it be to our people or to anybody, man. Because why? We know it's the will and it's the power of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. All right. And it says the uncanny sightings most reported on October 7th. Uncanny sightings most reported on October 7th. Now, what is October 7th? What happened on October 7th, 2023? This whole shit started with the small heads in Palestine. And ironically, and what my man saying in The Dark Knight Rises, I don't believe in coincidences. Now, why they made an appearance on that day specifically? Why? For a reason. Okay? Because ain't no fucking ET, no big-headed alien green monsters that's in these flying objects that you see that's not made by man. Those are the angels of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. Remember the Lord said what? An innumerable company of angels. And we go into when it talks about the clouds, it's talking about chariots. It said that YAHWASHI went up into a cloud. He didn't go into an actual cloud that we see like today. That cloud was a so-called UFO, a chariot, man. A flying heavily vehicle. All right. So yeah, it says the uncanny sightings most reported on October 7th echo recent UFO waves near military sites. And it says including Joint Base Langley, Ustis, in Virginia, where officials reported seeing flashing red, green, and white lights that were moving at rapid speeds. Now, you know, an airplane, Esau's planes, they flash a red light and a white light, but not a green light. Not that I've ever seen. I've never seen no aircraft with Esau that had a green light. I've seen red and I've seen the white. All right. It says the mysterious objects in Indiana, however, were shared by civilians online, where experts have weighed in to determine the source. And it says some suggested the lights were flares from planes, possibly military craft. It says, but one witness shared Doppler weather radar evidence of a huge rectangle UFO with a clearly defined vapor shockwave seen the morning after October 8th. Now, remember, it said it was seen October 7th. October 7th, 2023 started the whole thing with the small heads in Palestine, right? Now, this rectangle it said it saw. That's not a military flare. That's not a flare from a military plane. I've seen it on I'm going to see the article, but there's a picture of this rectangular object. And it says, look, no explanation has been publicly provided by U.S. Air Force personnel for the UFOs, which appeared as both reddish-orange orbs that hovered in the sky, as well as one white orb that zigzagged in a fast maneuver. Now these man-made aircraft, they can't maneuver certain ways, as these so-called UFOs have been sighted doing, and they can't vanish in the thin air. Not no fucking flare, no military. Now I'm not got all this stealth planes and all that, but it can't maneuver a certain way. It's just not physically possible in this stratosphere as far as man goes. Okay? It said one anonymous local submitted a report to the National UFO Reporting Center, NUFORC, on October 8th, what may have been a related event. It said the person stated that a brief incursion on Doppler weather radar showed what looked like a large rectangle UFO speeding nearby, estimated to be about half as big as Disney World. It says, I've seen many easily explained radar anomalies over the years, the witness said, but never a huge rectangle with a clearly defined vapor shockwave and trail. Now, a military flare can't do that. It's at a big rectangle that's half the size of Disney World. What military flare, what aircraft that they got that has that kind of description, man? A big rectangle? No. It said, judging by the image size, rectangle would be approximately 20 miles in length, the witness added. It said compressed vapor trail appears to be in excess of 150 miles long. It says, while it's unclear if this bizarre radar return relates to the previous night's wave of strange lights in the sky, several seasoned analysts of UFO videos told DailyMail.com that Kokomo citizens most likely saw military flares. Now here they're trying to say that, oh, yeah, military flares. So what the big rectangle about, man? Matter of fact, this right here. Fuck. Oh, come on. Hold up. Bear with me. Fuck. Now, this is it right here. What's seen. I don't know if you can see it. See that right here? Right here. Right there. What kind of military flare is that? Fuck. Oh, I had to hold up. Yeah, this shit moving dumb. And it says these look very clearly to be military flares, said Alejandro Rojas, an advisor to tech startup Enigma Labs, where he helps investigate witness submission to the group's growing database of UFO sightings. Now here it is. He's like damage control, man. Trying to say they're clearly military flares. Well, obviously that's not what the people think. And these people say they've seen things like military flares, man-made things, and they saying it wasn't that. And you got to explain that rectangle thing, man. That's what's key to me. That big ass rectangle thing that somebody saw. That's not a military flare. And if that's a military flare, why hasn't the U.S. Air Force made any comments about it, man? Since it's by a U.S. Air Force military base, why haven't they made a statement? Why haven't they said anything debunking it or given an answer? And it's not the first time. And it says that the telltale signs, Rojas explained, are the lights being in a row and lighting up and disappearing in succession. It says in addition to the Grissom base to the north, Rojas noticed several other USAF bases surrounding Kokomo that may have been responsible for the late night light show. It says Kokomo is around 50 miles away from Camp Fort Wayne Air National Guard Base, he added. And it says Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton is also about 150 miles away. These could be from either location. It says Rojas, who served for many years as the official spokesperson for the citizen-led Mutual UFO Network, MUFON, said that he has personally witnessed and videotaped just how eerie military flares can look under the cover of darkness. Now, they're just trying to get an answer like, yeah, those are military flares. But were they really military flares? The people don't seem to, the people in Indiana don't seem to think so. And what does this really mean if it's not? So what if it's not a military flare? Because you say more than likely it is, but you're not giving a clear, like, oh, for sure, a military flare. It says okay, hold up. It says, I live in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and they often drop these flares while doing exercise at the Barry Goldwater Range, he said. Sure enough, they are also mistaken for UFOs, and sometimes the media will call me for a comment. But who runs the media? Amalek, Esau, the same people that's striking fear in them when they see the chariots, man. When they see those so-called UFOs in the air, man. They know that it's not no good for them. It says Rojas, who has co-founded a new nonprofit to look into unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP Discovery, said the night sky can obscure more obvious signs of flares like smoke or the aircraft that dropped the flares in the first place. It says witnesses have argued that smoke can be seen from flares, but that is typically not the case, he told DailyMail.com. He said, I made this video to show that smoke often cannot be seen. He said, my video is similar to most of the ones being alleged to be UFOs. I was about 150 miles from the flares when I took this video. And it said DailyMail.com has reached out to the public affairs specialist at the Grissom base and also to the relevant staff with Indiana's Air National Guard. This article will be updated with any new information that they may provide. It says, for now, a public affairs representative for the Grissom base has told Daily.com Grissom has KC-135 straddle tankers, a large Boeing-made aerial refueling tanker aircraft, and they don't have flares. They don't have flares. So they talk about military flare, but this somebody from the Grissom base, which is right by the Indiana National Guard, says that Grissom has KC-135 straddle tankers, a large Boeing-made aerial refueling tanker aircraft, and they don't have flares. And it says the strange cases in Indiana come just weeks after the new government records surfaced about other UFO waves near military sites, including 17 nights in December 2023 when swarms of UFOs were tracked over Joint Base Langley, Ostis. These brazen penetrations over Langley, home to at least half the Air Force's F-22 Raptor stealth fighters, led to 2 weeks of emergency White House meetings. So why are they having White House meetings if it's clearly military flares? Emergency meetings at that. After all these sites, it says 17 nights in December of 2023. last year. So almost a year ago now. And then you have another sighting on the day, October 7th, when the day, that's the day that, matter of fact, all that had started, all that, with Palestine and the small hats. And now we're almost a year later, and now you still seeing these flying objects, which we believe, which the true men of YAHAWASHI hope and believe for them to be chariots, because brothers have seen chariots already. Chariots have already been seen. These so-called UFOs have already been seen many a times in recent days, in recent years. And it says these brazen, and so the Langley air base, and where is that at? I believe that's in Indiana as well. It says these brazen penetrations over Langley, the base in Langley, Ostis. It says home to at least half the Air Force's F-22 Raptor stealth fighters, led to 2 weeks of emergency White House meetings. Now, why they having emergency White House meetings if they're just military flares and there's nothing to worry about? Okay? And it said to date, Langley's mystery UFOs have eluded identification by the Pentagon, police, and even NASA's high-altitude research plane, the WB-57F, called in to investigate. General Glenn Van Herk, the commander with North American Aerospace Defense, NORAD, who led the mission to take down the infamous Chinese spy balloon back in February 2023, described that Langley wave as unlike any other known case. So you have an expert, a so-called expert, talk about all the things he's seen at the Langley joint in 2023 December was anything like anything he's seen before. So miss me with that shit talking about all your military flares, this, and you don't have all the explanations, Esau. And it's the pure power and will of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, but you'll never give him credit. But that's okay. When you got the prophets, we're going to give him the credit. His men, his chosen. Lord willing, the hopeful elect, hope to be part of the elect, man. Those are the weird vehicles, and those are going to be the weapons that YAHAWASHI is going to use when he comes back, and he's going to be on the biggest one of them all. Okay? It says if there are unknown objects within North America, General Van Herk told the Wall Street Journal, go out and identify them. It says senior ex-Pentagon security official Chris Mellon told DailyMail.com last week that the UFOs were swarms of smaller craft released by motherships. He explained that the episode last December was part of a much larger pattern affecting numerous national security installations. It says two of the notable aspects he said are the fact our drone signal jamming devices have proven ineffective, and these craft are making no effort to remain concealed. In fact, in some instances, as Mellon took pains to emphasize, it is clear they want to be seen as though taunting us. Calling on Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, they're taunting you, Esau, and your military. What did the Lord say? I will have war with... Oh, let me get that real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 1, and it reads, it says, come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. Verse 2, and it says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, he have delivered them to the slaughter. Now, that's what's about to happen. And what are the main weapons of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI? Those chariots, man. Those things that they call UFOs. And clearly these guys, as quote-unquote experts, are saying that these are not anything they've ever seen before, and now they want to be seen. As if they're taunting us. That's a direct quote from a Chris Mellon. Ex-Pentagon security official. Chris Mellon said, so I'm gonna read that again. So it says, senior ex-Pentagon security official Chris Mellon told DailyMail.com last week that the UFOs were swarms of smaller craft released by motherships. He explained that the episode last December was part of a much larger pattern affecting numerous national security installations. Two of the notable aspects, he said, are the fact our drone signal jamming devices have proven ineffective, and these craft are making no effort to remain concealed. In fact, in some instances, as Mellon took pains to emphasize, it is clear they want to be seen as though taunting us. Boom! Call law Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Taunt these devils, taunt these heathens, man. And these chariots been seen in other countries too. I believe not too long ago a chariot, aka UFO, was saw in the Ukraine, and I believe in Russia, in Israel, other parts of Europe. They've been seen all over, but most of their sightings have been right here. And what you guessed it, the daughter of Babylon, aka America, the place that is going to be wildly desolate, man. That's going to be completely destroyed. And what do you think is going to do it? Those chariots under YAHAWASHI, the angels. Damn, sorry, 12:20. I got to get going. Get one more scripture before I close it out. We're going to go to the book of Luke, chapter 21. Matter of fact, this is the book of Luke chapter 21, and I'm going to start at verse 25, and it reads, and it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. Now then he said, what, it said he painfully emphasized, as though they're taunting us. This is distress. It said what? The White House had emergency meetings. Okay? And it says, so Luke chapter 21, verse 25, and this is YAHAWASHI speaking. This is red letter. Red letter. YAHAWASHI's words out of his own mouth. So YAHAWASHI says, so it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations. In the land and wrath upon his people, distress among the nations. And it says, verse 26, it says, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And that's all to come. And it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Coming in a cloud, coming in a chariot, a so-called UFO. They're going to see YAHAWASHI in one of those, man. And it's going to come down and destroy these motherfuckers, man. It's about to destroy America and destroy these other nations and put these other nations into captivity, man. Under the Lord YAHAWASHI himself. They said you're going to see the Son of Man coming down in the cloud. So fuck the father shit, man. YAHAWASHI ship. Oops. Luke 21 and 27, it says, and then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So that's the sign. That's why they scared. Because they know that the redemption of the nation of Israel, the real Israelites, is coming, man. Not those small hats in Israel right now. Because they will be happy about it. The true worshipers of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, which is the true name of the Lord, they're going to be happy about the things coming to pass now. They're going to be happy about the wars and the rumors of wars, the uproars of the people, the famines, all the so-called bad shit, negative shit that's coming. They're supposed to be they're going to be happy because why? They know the redemption is nigh afterwards, man. And they know of the Lord warned of the trials and tribulations that to come, the said perils. Where there should be sedition among men, uproars of the people, earthquakes, storms, wars, rumors of wars. All these things, the men of the Lord, what the Lord told his men to go out and tell the people. But when you see these things, know that it's nigh. And the ultimate sign was the prophet saying these prophecies in the first place, man. Coming in the name of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That's why he said, look up, your redemption draweth nigh. When you see these things, the distress upon nations, White House having emergency meetings, probably these other countries having meetings about UFOs. All these countries got like space programs where they observe what's going on up there. So they see all that was going on. That's why they're distressed. That's why they're scared. That's why Esau's scared. Because he knows that's to his demise and that's to his destruction. So You know, with that, you know, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAGADAS. Hey, shalom to all the I can continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone. Hey, man, look up. It's close, man. Every day, man. Keep watch as well as pray, man. Observe the times, measure the time diligently, man. All these things happening and leading to the Son of Man coming in one of those chariots, man. Same chariot that this video was about. Same chariot that they call UFO that they've been seeing for a long time now, more frequently and more openly. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.